If there's one thing you know about our YouTube channel, it's that we love stepping back in time. We constantly wear our rose-colored glasses and fondly remember the great things that we used to have. Things like how Galaxyland used to be Fantasyland, and how we used to have submarines to ride in the middle of a mall. So, there's one annual event which we're always psyched for, YegPin. Close your eyes and take a trip back in time. Back before mainstream home video game consoles and dial-up modems. Before cell phones and VR.
We are now reaching the point where the simulations are so realistic that the line between playing a game and actually blowing people up is becoming blurred.
Back to when the coolest place to be in a mall was the arcade. If you wanted to game on the latest and greatest technology, you needed to actually meet your friends at the arcade, and everyone would crowd around a single machine, watching for what score to beat and waiting for their turn, which is why I absolutely love YegPin. YegPin is a pinball expo. Well, actually it's Edmonton's Pinball and Arcade Expo. It was organized by Edmonton's Die-Hard Pinball League, a group of pinball enthusiasts who formed the group to celebrate and share their love of the silver ball. The event was first held in 2016 at the Yellowhead Inn. Now in its third year, it's since moved to a more central and perhaps familiar location, the Alberta Aviation Museum. Besides the fact that it's a lot more central, the coolest thing is that you can actually play F-14 Tomcat next to a real F-14 Tomcat! Museum does not actually have an F-14 Tomcat. I just wanted to say that line. I lied to all of you and I'm not even sorry. YegPin is an awesome event, especially when you consider what's behind it that actually makes it happen. There are over 100 pinball and arcade machines, and nearly every single one of them is donated to the event.
Robocop, Black Hole, Monte Carlo, Rancho, Earthshaker, Centigrade 37, Back to the Future, Space Jam, Roadshow, Red and Tiggs.
These machines weigh like 300 pounds. That's like way heavier than a medium French fries. Seriously though, think about it. There are tons of people who are going through the trouble of hauling 300-pound machines out of their basements, homes, garages, and they're bringing them to the expo. And there are many people who have multiple machines. Not only that, these machines are valued at thousands of dollars each. Some of them are worth over 10 grand, and they're just donating them for you to play. There are machines that date back to the 70s, even ones that are brand new releases. Yeah, in case you didn't know, they still make brand new pinball machines, even today. But here's the real cherry on top. They're all on free play. There is an entry fee to get in, 20 or 25 bucks. But once you're in, you're good to go. No quarters, no tokens, no play cards. Seriously, one of the days they're open for 12 hours. You can play 12 hours of pinball and arcade machines for around $2 an hour. You can't do anything for $2 an hour, let alone play in an arcade for that rate. But here is the best news. It starts today. Yeah, you heard me. This video was scheduled to be posted on the morning of May 4th. The show opens today at noon and goes all weekend. So, I mean, you gotta get there. You know what you do if you're at work. If you're at work, you just say you just go to your boss and you're like, hey boss, I got the coughs in my throat. And your boss is like, oh, you better go home, Johnson. You seem really sick. And you're like, I gotta go home. And then you go to the Pinball Expo. But then you come around the corner of the Pinball Expo and your boss is there and he's playing pinball machines too. And he's like, oh, you weren't really sick. You like pinball too? And you're like, yeah, I love pinball. And then he's like, oh, well, you know what? You better take that promotion I'm giving you right now. And he'd be like, thank you so much. And then you're a millionaire. So there's no reason not to go. If you can't make it, or maybe you're watching this video after this event has ended, don't miss the next one. Go to YegPin.com, follow all their Facebooks and Twitters and Insta Goldengrams, so you'll be able to book time so you can go to their next event. And if you do go to the show and happen to see someone who's a volunteer, stop and say thanks to them. They donate a lot of their time. And the same thing goes if you see someone who has a badge on it that says donor. Stop and say thanks to them too. After all, they brought their games for you to play. It's not an easy or fun thing to do to haul pinball machines around. It's a major chore. With over 100 pinball and arcade machines to appear, it's gonna be an awesome time. There are also tournaments being held, some really cool vendors, and there's even some games for sale, if you catch the pinball bug and all of a sudden you need to go home with one. So, this weekend, or next year if you can't make it, take a trip back to the 1980s arcade. The era of cassette tapes and Walkmans, Pac-Man and Dragon's Lair. A trip to YegPin, Edmonton's Pinball and Arcade Expo. I want to know your favorite arcade or pinball machine. Let me know in the comments below. And remember, every one of my subscribers is entered to win a $25 gift card. You can also get an entry by just commenting on any one of my videos. Why not do both? And if you like this video, please click that thumbs up button and share it with your friends. It really helps us out. And why not check out one of our other videos? Mostly about the greatest indoor show on earth, West Edmonton Mall. Oh, and thanks for watching.